Oh my God, don't get me started on Jira. I think I'd rather die than get into that world again.
When you first interviewed me, second question is, do you like tools? What tools do you like? And what tools do you use?
If you don't have a person responsible for it or people aren't using it, if you don't water it like a plant and feed it and then nurture it, you're not getting anything out of it. It's just a big invoice at the end of each month.
Everyone wants to look the best at their job. If there's a tool out there saying that it's going to make you look incredible, you are wanting to buy it. One of the hats that us marketers has to wear is deciding on which is the best tool that will help us get the job done. Or is it?
Many marketing teams actually inherit their tech stack, and before they know it, they're stuck in workflows and problems they didn't even think about. And that can lead to burnout or just poor results. On today's episode of All the Hats, we're going to be talking about our favorite types of tools and our favorite types of essential tools that we can cut down to if you really need to. Stay tuned. Welcome back to All the Hats. My name is Ómar.
My name's Alicia, and this is our producer, Dino.
All the way from sunny Orlando. How's it going? How's the sun over there now?
Oh man, it's great. I think it's like 80 degrees in my Fahrenheit, my friends, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And I gotta cut the grass soon because it's getting crazy.
Oh my
We don't have that problem over here in Reykjavik, Iceland. No grass to cut just yet. But today we're going to be talking about something that I'm very interested in.
Okay. Tell me more.
Tools.
Yes, tools.
Tools.
Tools to cut the grass.
Tools. Yes. I don't know how many tools I've gone through in my time, but I do have some favorite ones. Do you?
Yes, I do have some favorite ones. Do I? I don't know. You're a tool guy.
I love tools.
Actually, when you first interviewed me back in the day, the second question is, do you like tools? What tools do you like? And what tools do you use? And in my head, I'm like, what tools?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yes.
Guy talk, Alicia. That's what guys we talk about all
All
the time.
right. It sounds a little bit. I do remember that very specifically. Do you like tools? What tools do you use? What tools do you not use? I was like, I like tools.
That's secretly what us guys talk about at bars when we go there. It's just like, what tools do you like?
Tools, yeah.
It's not football like you think. It's like,
No.
no, it's tools.
It's tools. So you are a tool. You are Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I like tools because they just, if you find the right one to solve the right problem for you or create the right value for you, it just can make your life so much easier. But at the same time, if you pick the wrong one or you pick too many tools, it can just become a jungle and make your life a mess. I did ask ChatGPT what it considers to be the tools available to a marketing team.
All the tools.
All the tools, all the types of tools you
Okay.
could be considering. So it's a lot. And that's what we've seen sometimes when we were working on the agency side. You come into a company, either they have no tools, like you don't even have a CRM,
Yeah.
or it's like, why do you have so many freaking tools that overlap?
Yep.
So without further ado, this is ChatGPT's list of marketing tools.
Can we turn this episode into a drinking game? And every time we say tool, someone has to take a drink.
Tool. So number one, CRM.
Okay.
Client relationship management. Yeah, okay. Let's, it's a tool it's a glorified phone book, essentially, at its worst.
Yes, I feel like this is a loaded question.
CRM isn't CRM anymore because CRM is the foundation for sales and marketing tools.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you can kind of make them work together, you either need to have a very good CRM tool, like some basic ones, very simple ones like Pipedrive. That's a very simple one, but it needs to be able to work with the data in a sales and marketing way. So that's why tools like HubSpot and Salesforce that started out as a CRM and have kind of expanded into sales and marketing through automation and workflows. So you can kind of take the data from the CRM and put it into action.
Yeah.
That's the kind of goal with this. And a lot of the research I'm seeing today is like the one thing the marketeers want is more automation.
Yeah,
Probably because they wear so many freaking hats.
exactly. And the thing about, being on a small marketing team is a lot of these CRMs are super heavy and they're really hard to understand. And when you are wearing 17 hats, and you inherited this heavy CRM,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with it? How much is it costing you guys?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe this entire episode, I'm going to be like, what are the pitfalls? Only because, yeah. But okay, next one.
Yes. So sales and marketing tools,
Yes.
automation tools.
Yeah.
I mean, HubSpot, Salesforce, they built on their CRM to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got tools like, I think it was Marketo. I think maybe that's part of Salesforce now. I'm not sure. Or Active Campaign. There's so many tools out there, and I can see how many people get lost in like trying to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, what are you using it for? You're automating like nurture workflows. Somebody takes action on your website, and you want some automated emails to go out. You want to be able to automate kind of maybe sales outreach with sequences, so you kind of set up a series of sales emails that go to specific target audience with a specific messaging. So.
But even that, I mean, the landscape is changing when it comes to like emails.
True.
It's really hard to get into inboxes these days. So
True.
it's probably its own tool
So that's, I mean, one of the things these tools are struggling with now is like the inbox is like not getting into
keeping
junk.
up with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on. Every company probably needs, or marketing team, and this is a trend we're seeing, is like marketing is now responsible for websites. That's the trend we're seeing in the world, especially in B2B. So it's a revenue channel. So marketing is responsible for the website, and they need a CMS, content management system, to be able to manage the website.
Yep.
So you got, I mean, the big ones are like HubSpot has one. WordPress was the terrible old one. I hate WordPress. You got these headless ones like Contentful or Prismic, but my favorite one is actually called Framer. That's the new one.
And don't forget Squarespace.
Squarespace, true.
Still a player on the market.
And you got like I wouldn't recommend this for a real B2B team. Is like Wix is like if you want to quickly whip one up.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
Webflow.
Yep. And oftentimes, like unless you're a startup, you're inheriting this.
Yeah.
So the question is it working for you? As a marketer, are you in charge of the website? And if you are in charge of the website, are you able to make changes
Yourself.
on the CMS yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And if not, then that is something that you guys will need to discuss with your leadership, because you are responsible for it and you have to be able to update it. And if you're waiting on your backend developers to make text updates or landing page or create pages, it's not going to work.
Absolutely. Now you're responsible for a website. You got your CMS, but you also want to be able to understand if your website actually working or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is it it's like website analytics or website optimization? So, I mean, that's close to my heart, and I mean that's what we're building at Optis. I'm not going to go into sales pitch mode, I promise. But what I will say is that the current tools out there for website analytics are pretty bad, I think. I mean, Google Analytics. Does anybody understand Google Analytics?
I mean, we touched on this a little bit in our first episode on how difficult analytics is.
Yeah.
And, And
then don't get me started on the like SEMrush. That's a nightmare in a box to me. I just hate it.
It's just that they're so heavy to navigate.
Yeah.
And it's just so
clunky, just very complicated. It's not made for normal people. If you're a data scientist, that's all you do, fine. But it's
or
just
an SEO specialist.
Yeah.
But like if you're a small marketing team and you have to, and you're paying for SEMrush, it's heavy. It's heavy for you.
Yeah. I mean, and then there's like Ahrefs or Moz Pro for SEO to make sure that you're found on search engines. There's a bunch of tools out there. I just feel like they're all quite complicated at the moment. So, I mean, that's why we're doing what we're doing at Optis. But let's see how it develops. Another tool you might need is campaign tools. You're running your campaigns on social media. typically it goes through just campaign managers on like the LinkedIn Campaign Manager, Facebook Campaign Manager, or
Is that its own tool?
yeah, or Meta Ads Manager, or Google Ads. But then there are tools that you can kind of manage all your campaigns in one place. But
Yeah.
I typically see most companies just use the managers themselves to run campaigns.
Like not a tool, but on the platform itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they might use something like Supermetrics, which is a tool to bring all the campaign data into one place to analyze the campaign data. But they typically run campaigns through the tools themselves. That's how I've seen it, at least.
Okay.
Social
else?
media, organic social media. You got all these scheduling tools.
Yep.
You got Buffer, Hootsuite, Planable, Later, I think they're called. Do you have a favorite one?
I mean, I think we use Later, but yeah, I can't say I have a favorite. I'm not a tool person.
I'll get you one day.
Yes.
Design. Maybe that's a world.
Okay. Yes.
The infamous designer of Alicia Lay.
Yes. The infamous designer, Canva that's my favorite tool.
I love Canva because it just filled a gap in the market I had felt for probably 20 years.
Yeah.
Because I was growing up and it was like, learn Photoshop or die. Or if you don't have Photoshop and you can't hack it, just go to Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
That was
exactly.
those were the options.
I know.
Microsoft Paint.
Microsoft Paint.
Why is Microsoft Paint so bad? I don't know. I mean, like, it's still the same paint as it was 20 years ago.
At this point, you're not changing Paint. You know what I mean? It's not doing anything but being Paint.
I mean,
you can't change Paint.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's a legacy tool.
It's a legacy, and we'll just keep it there.
Yeah.
But
Canva came in the middle, and we're like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, marketing people aren't designers, but they still need nice design. So let's
Yep.
come in with a user-friendly tool. So Canva is my favorite.
yep, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, you got me. I got a favorite tool. It's Canva.
Great.
We got there.
But then you got something like, I mean, Figma. I think it's more like a designer web tool. So it's a little bit more advanced, but it's a nice tool if you're willing to learn it.
I thought of another one that I really like.
Come on.
And I
Give
use it a lot.
Yeah.
Is Miro.
The Miro board.
Miro boards,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like for mind maps, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
mind maps. I use it a lot for planning out ecosystems,
Yeah.
for website ecosystems.
Yeah.
Like doing an implementation timeline.
Yeah.
It's really easy to use, and yeah, you can get a lot of people to collaborate with you. So,
Yeah.
and I think Figma is part of. You can probably achieve some of that there, but
They have
it's-
something called
it's more than that.
Jam or
Yeah,
something.
Fig Jam.
Yeah, that's similar. Next up is project management tools. We touched on this a little bit in the last episode. We talked
Yeah.
about Asana and Basecamp, and then you got other tools like ClickUp or Monday. My favorite one is still good old Trello. Keep it simple. Kiss.
Yep.
Stupid.
Like I said, I use Slack as my project management tool. Which
That's like saying I run campaigns through Excel or something. It's like that's not a project management tool. It's a communication tool.
Exactly. Yep. Maybe I'm just behind the times.
Sorry, I didn't want to tool shame you there.
It's okay. I'll take it.
Are any of y'all Notion fans? Like, do we got any Notion fans in the house?
So now that's an interesting question, Dino, because I hate Notion, but at the same time, I just see in the value it can create if you use it. We use it at Optis, my company, and all the developers and engineers, they love it. They love it. And I can see the value of Notion, how you can kind of gather all that data in there and pivot it and ask AI to find all of it. But it's just the UX and the UI, especially the design of it, the black and white. I hate it.
Okay. What do you think, Dino? Do you guys use it?
We don't use it at Sweetfish, but I personally use it, and I just feel like it's like every it has the capacity to do anything any other productivity tool does, but it's also it's the perfect sandbox. It allows you to be as simple as you want it to be, while you can also overcomplicate it if you also want to do that. But it's like the perfect mix for me, where I'm like, it does what I want it to do, and that's all I need.
Yeah, I can see how people like it, but I've tried. I tried to kiss that frog, but I just couldn't, fall in love with it. So, however hard I tried, but I can't. And now that's one of the things I've inherited because my engineering team loves it.
Yeah.
And CTO loves it, so I have to use it, but it's not the one I like.
What about Jira?
Oh my God! Don't get me started on Jira. I think I would rather die than get into that world again. But I mean, I appreciate though that, and that's what we need to do is like respect that other teams do like it.
Yeah.
And then you have to find a way to make it work.
Exactly.
If you're going to collaborate.
Mm-hmm.
This episode was brought to you by Optis. If you're a B2B marketing team juggling 5 tasks at once, you need Optis to help you optimize your website for leads and revenue. Go to optis.com to check out how we're simplifying marketing. And now back to the show.
I would love to present y'all a situation, like a scenario, and I want to hear from your perspective how maybe the audience, this could help them.
Okay.
So let's say, and you just kind of give your thoughts and maybe step by step what you would do in this situation.
Okay, bring it.
You're a small marketing team that has 12 different tools, almost no documentation. Everything's in an unorganized Drive account or some other, everything's everywhere. And you have constant confusion. You're stepping into that. What do? Do you lay low for a month, just try and figure it out? Or do you step in and try and fix it? If so, what might be some steps you do?
I mean, if you're new to a team, it's like when you buy a new house. Don't make any updates yet until you've lived in it for some time.
Yeah.
There's a reason why everything is everywhere and they've gotten all these things. And you have to first understand how people work and then figure out a solution.
I think from a politics, office politics perspective, I would never come into a workplace and start changing everything just yet. I would try to, show people that I'm trying to understand why they are like they are. Mm-hmm. But if you're thinking just like what's the most effective way to get more productive, Notion is perfect for what you just described. It's just like bringing in a lot of information and structuring it and getting the answers you need. But I think if I was starting in a new role, though, I would give it a little bit of time before I try to change everything, because it can piss people off.
And not only that, a tool is a learning curve. It doesn't matter how simple it is.
Yeah.
It's going to take time for people to get used to using it. It's going to take time for people to start using it in their daily life.
Yeah.
And if you're replacing something, that's a whole nother thing, right?
Yeah.
So if they're used to using Pipedrive and you're like, hey, we got HubSpot, that's a big ask of everyone to start using something different. So it's got to be a mutual decision, within the teams.
And we can share a story on that, because that's exactly what happened to us. We were working in a 150 people company, in a maybe 5 to 6 people marketing team. And I think around 15 people sales team at the time. And one day we woke up and we were like, Pipedrive is not the right tool for this company anymore.
What ends up happening is that there's you mentioned earlier in your example, 12 different tools. You actually realize that there's maybe one tool that can take care of 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And that's what ended up happening with us. We had 4 or 5 different tools, including Pipedrive, MailChimp, all these things. And then
Calendly.
we realized that we could probably solve this all with HubSpot.
Yes, that was the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's like a company needs to think about, where are we in growth? Do we need HubSpot just yet? Or can we start with Pipedrive? That's fine. But then you need to make a decision at some point. Do I want to grow into the next set of tools because of maturity? So, and that's what happened at our old workplace, is like we had outgrown Pipedrive. We needed a better tool for sales and marketing automation and stuff like that. And we could potentially kill other tools like Calendly because HubSpot has meeting links and stuff. So, but the toughest part of it was to convince management and sales team to make this transition, because it was going to impact the lives of a lot of
daily
people.
Lives, yeah.
And onboard and train. And it was just, if I had known how much effort went into it, I don't even know if I would do it again. But
would do it.
But
Uncle Isaac.
Yeah, we had one guy on the same sales team we called Uncle Isaac. He was not having it.
No.
It was like, no HubSpot. I like me Excel or Pipedrive, you know.
Phone numbers. He liked
Yeah,
to
give me,
call.
where are the phone numbers, he always said.
But okay, my question for you also is, are you buying a tool, you say, for future growth? But I sometimes see like people getting too big for their britches. So I think also, like, what's your opinion? I personally think that you should be buying a tool for your current needs.
That's what I said.
Okay, not for like future you.
No. You can start with the tool,
Okay.
but have a plan that at some point, like, you'll feel it when it's that you've outgrown that tool.
Okay.
At some point, a lot of companies might outgrow Trello and need something more
Yeah.
sophisticated, like Asana or ClickUp or Monday. But if you don't need that tool, don't buy the complicated tool. Buy the simpler tool.
And if you don't have the people and the manpower to put behind running this tool, don't buy this tool. Even if it's where you are now, it will, like, don't buy all the eggs.
That is true. Or eat all the hats.
Or eat all.
I
That's
mean,
the wrong saying, but for me, don't buy all the eggs. I don't think that's a
put all your
saying.
eggs in the same basket.
Yeah, but that probably also doesn't apply to this. But anyways, we'll find it.
We'll
Dean.
find
We'll
something.
Find the perfect.
I mean, we're team HubSpot. You know, we love HubSpot. I've been using HubSpot for 10 years. You know, but what I realized is if you don't have a person responsible for it, or people aren't using it, if you don't water it like a plant, you know, every day and feed it and then nurture it, then you're not getting anything out of it. It's just a big invoice at the end of each month, and you know, it's just frustration.
Yeah, I mean, but with that metaphor, it's like, do you even know how much water it needs, and do you know how to take care of it and how much sunlight it needs? Like, it's a complicated tool, and they do a great job with their messaging, because they really make it feel like, okay, I'm a small to medium-sized business. You know, I'm not necessarily enterprise.
Yeah.
I could use this for my company or my startup.
Yeah.
And it can be overwhelming.
But could they please, for the love of God, simplify their pricing?
Oh my gosh. It is the most complicated pricing.
I don't know, like, does it have to be this way? I don't know. They have so many features, but let's move on to the next one. But you're right. I think if you're gonna buy a tool, spend time on, you know, teaching people how to use it and, you know, nurturing it so you actually get some value out of it. I don't know how many times on the agency side we've seen companies buy HubSpot and not do anything with it.
Yeah.
Team chat, collaboration, Slack, Microsoft Teams, Discord. We know your favorite. Slack. Yeah. It's my Slack. Did you ever get like IRC? Did you ever have that? It was like Slack, but 25 years ago.
No.
So they invented Slack and then it just like went away. But it was kind of like where you would go to hang out and, you know, like try to find girls when I was in high school.
MSN Messenger?
It was before MSN, actually. It was before MSN. But
yeah, AOL?
Before.
Let's just use MySpace as our productivity tool.
Yeah. Remember when Justin Timberlake bought MySpace?
What?
Justin Timberlake bought MySpace. He was going to turn it into a music platform, and it went nowhere.
That. Yeah, I do remember that.
I had no idea Justin Timberlake bought MySpace.
It went nowhere.
I remember that's where like all the bands, it was like their way of making free websites.
Yeah. It must have been Justin's strategy, I think. And Justin, and what was his name? Tom? Wasn't that the guy who was always in there? You had one friend, it was Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Tom from MySpace.
Tom from MySpace, yeah. Anyways, let's move.
I hope he's doing well. Shout out to you, Tom.
Yeah, hope
Can you take my MySpace picture down, please? Thank you.
Where is Tom right now?
Probably rolling in his money.
Is he rich, you think?
I don't know. Aren't you?
Didn't Facebook just eat them up like alive? Like, no, I don't think they have any users now.
I think he sold it and then he just was like, I'm going to disappear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He was probably smart with that money.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for Tom.
I have a sort of like a final prompt for you guys. Okay. If you're interested, or if you want to circle back around to this in a little bit, that's fine too. But if, let's say it's just you two, you're a 2-person marketing team and you're trying to build a tech stack. right? Like if you're talking to the audience here who's probably trying to figure out where do I even start? Where should I what should I get minimal as possible? What are you using? What are you starting with?
A 2-person marketing team, your minimal tech stack.
I guess it depends a little bit on the company, like what's the type of customers, or do you have a lot of customers, or do you have few customers, or like what's the complexity of work? But I mean, depends on if you need a real CRM or not, or
Yeah.
and
I think that we would also have to like preface this question with like, what does your sales team look like? Because part of the hats that we wear is, this pipeline,
yeah,
and making sure that like you are. So are you measuring a pipeline? Is it going in there? What are we doing? Like, are you putting your leads in there? Are you considering them as leads? Are you considering them as prospects?
yeah.
So like, yeah, I think that it might be too tricky of a question because you're looking so much at what your company needs. But I think just going back to common pitfalls of choosing tools is, number one, don't get caught up in what you think future you wants. Just think about what you guys need now at this moment in time and how you'll be using it. And yeah, always go with the free trial first.
Yeah.
And see if it's a good fit for you. Like Canva, free trial pro, I was like, I'll just try it out. I'm never going back.
Yeah. I would say that's good advice. I think it's tough to pick just a very few because that short answer, it depends. But I would say every company needs a CRM just to have that phone book of prospects or customers and information about them, so you can try to tailor any messaging or campaigns just based on that. Whether you go have like a full-blown sales and marketing CRM, that's not necessary maybe in the beginning if it's very small, but a good CRM just to have that information stored somewhere is the first thing I would buy.
And in terms of CRM best practice, even if you're super early stage, I would say start thinking about how you'd want to segment these customers and potential customers.
Good idea.
And create, some properties for them. So as you're bringing in each customer, say like, what's super important to us, that they already have a version of the product, that they live in Orlando, that, figure out what those properties are and start marking all of them, because further down the road, you might want to segment them and speak to them in a specific way.
Yeah. Second one I would say is, what is your number one sales channel? For most B2B companies, that's the website. So you need a good website. That means you need a good CMS behind it. And it means so you can make changes to it dynamically and kind of consistently. And then you need a good analytics tool. So you know what the hell's going on, and we'll know what like how to pivot or how to make informed decisions. So if I had to die with 3 tools in my hand, it would be like CRM, website, just to make sure that I have a website tool, like a CMS, and an analytics tool. And then I think then social media. Obviously, you need social media, but is that a tool? I don't know.
Not a tool. Not a tool. I stick with those. They're good. I like them.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question. I just was, the juices are flowing now, guys. Maybe my final question to you is, I think you touched on it a little bit ago, but automations. Yeah. I think automations can feel a little bit overwhelming, and it's like maybe people really want it. They're like, we want to do this because it'll help us save time, but you start seeing it and you start trying to watch these YouTube videos and they're 15 layers deep into an automation. You're like, bro, I have no idea. What is like a simple step people can take to start saving a little bit of time, maybe just some super simple automations that might make sense for them?
I mean, I think a great automation is what somebody does. It's super simple, is what someone does after they fill out your contact us form.
Mm-hmm.
Create a simple automation where it's like, they will get an automatic reply. in 3 days they will get a follow-up, something like this, and then part of that automation is their information gets put into your CRM according to the properties that you want them to have.
Yeah.
And that's just a great way to just practice that automation and practice making workflows.
I think that's exactly right. I mean, a good use case. If somebody asks for a demo or a free trial on your website, or automation workflow will be triggered to kind of send out, for instance, some communication to that person. And then you're going to need a CRM, so you can take those properties or fields of first name or industry or try to segment it and personalize that communication. So a CRM with automation, I think, is key here. But I think most people, I think, might feel like automation is a little bit just complicated and like do nothing instead of just trying it out. But there's so much automation. The automation you could do. You could do internal automation. For instance, one of our friends, Christian at 50 Skills, he's creating HR software that automates the whole employee onboarding and offboarding. So that's automation that can solve HR problems. But in marketing, I guess the biggest use case is nurturing your prospects or sales outreach.
Yep.
I would say. And I do need to add one more tool. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll die on this hill, not the other hill. I'll die on the 4 tool hill. I need ChatGPT in my life. Come
Yes.
on. Yeah.
ChatGPT goes without saying.
Yeah. And I use it for creativity and I use it for copy a lot.
Yeah.
But I do use it a lot as a soundboard.
Sounding board for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of tools that can do several things. Try to be strategic about not having a lot of overlap between the tools and having them work together.
Yep.
At the foundation is usually a good CRM, which needs housekeeping. And start out with a tool that fits your company size and then grow with it or replace it when the time is right. And if you're going to buy a tool, you're going to need to learn how to use it. And if you're collaborating with other teams or within your team, you need to teach people how to use it and get them invested in it.
I mean, I think I said it before. Don't get too big for your britches. Just, get what you need for now. And don't get caught up in the marketing messages because they're trying to sell you too.
Yeah. I mean, do you in marketing, people are, I think, extra.
They are extra. They are extra. And they're extra when it comes to getting us involved in their.
I was going to say, but when your target audience is marketeers, they know all the tricks. So it's you need to be extra good at marketing when you're doing marketing to marketeers.
But we are more susceptible because it goes back to having imposter syndrome. Everyone wants to look the best at their job. And if there's a tool out there saying that it's going to make you look incredible, you are wanting to buy it,
Yeah.
And marketing to marketer people for a marketing tool, it's I don't know, it's pretty full on.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks a lot for listening to this 3rd episode of All the Hats. It's been a very interesting conversation. If you are actually spending more time about managing your tools than you are actually on doing marketing, this episode might have been for you. Hopefully you have some good takeaways on the tools that we like, at least, and our experience with it.
Please be sure to like and subscribe wherever you're listening. And if you are on our YouTube channel, put in the comments what your ideal tech stack is. We'd love to hear it. And if you have a random marketing story, drop it in there as well.
Absolutely. And in the next episode, episode 4, we're going to be talking about something very close to our hearts, A/B testing. And if that is, if that ever works for B2B, we shall see. Anyways, thanks a lot for listening, everybody, and have a good one.